students. So today we are going to start with the head and neck. First of all, we will be dealing with the osteology of the head and neck. The first bone we are going to discuss is the skull. So this is skull. The skeleton of the head. What is skull? The skeleton of the head is known as the skull. It consists of various bones. You can see there it consists of various bones that is forming the cranium. So this is the cranium and the cranium plus mandible. Here the lower jaw is known as mandible. Cranium plus mandible forms the complete skull. So we don't have a mandible over here. So what is this? This is only the cranium. So now the skull can be divided into two main parts. This skull is divided into two main parts. The calvaria or the brain box. This is the brain box, the upper part. This is the calvaria or the brain box, which is enclosing the brain. You can see. I have removed this skull cap. So this is the calvaria, which is lodging the brain. Now next is the facial skeleton. So this is the facial skeleton, which constitutes the rest of the skull, and also it includes the mandible. Mandible is the lower jaw. Now the bones of the skull. The skull consists of how many bones? This is the complete skull. You can see. So it consists of 22 bones. How many? 22 bones. The calvaria. What is the calvaria? Calvaria is the brain box. The calvaria or the brain case, it consists of 8 bones. How many? 8 bones, which are classified under into paired bones and unpaired bones. ठीक है? Paired bones में first of all we will deal with this is the parietal bone. You can see this is the one parietal bone and this is another parietal bone. Clear? Next is this temporal bone. This is temporal bone and temporal bone. So it is a paired bone. How many paired bones? This is parietal, temporal, parietal, temporal. ठीक है? Next unpaired bone. First unpaired bone is this. This is the frontal bone. कौन सी? Frontal bone. And behind we can see this is the occipital bone. Can you see this? This is the occipital bone. Next is sphenoid bone. This is the part of sphenoid bone that is known as greater wing of sphenoid. We'll discuss the parts. So this bone is the sphenoid bone. This is a single bone. Next is ethmoid bone. It is broken in this skull. You can see this is ethmoid bone. It is also, this is the part of the ethmoid bone, the perpendicular plates that is present in the nasal cavity. So in the calvaria we've done the 8 bones, that is the paired and the unpaired bones. Now we are going to start with the facial bones. Facial bones may be, first of all we'll deal with the paired bones. So you can see this bone is the maxilla up till here. This is suture. दो sutures के बीच में there will be one bone, as you all know. So this is maxilla, one maxilla, and this is another maxilla. Next is zygomatic. You can see अब यहाँ से यहाँ तक and यहाँ तक ये कौन सी bone हो गई? Zygomatic. This side and this side. So this is the zygomatic bone. Next is the nasal bone. You can see two smaller bones. This type, this is nasal bone and nasal bone. Next is the lacrimal bone. You can see this is the lacrimal bone. This is the lacrimal groove that is for the nasolacrimal duct. Next is palatine bones. You can see these smaller bones. These are the palatine bones. Next is, there is one bone in the nose. There is bone that is the concus. The inferior nasal concha is an independent bone. Inferior nasal concha. Please remember the name. You will be able to study it afterwards. Next is mandible, which is the lower jaw. and another bone is the vomer bone. You can see this plate-like a bone within the center of this nasal cavity. This is the, and it is clearly visible here, this is the vomer bone. You can see this is the vomer bone. So these were the facial skeleton consisting of 14 bones, 2 mandible, 2 zygomatic, 2 nasal, 2 palatine bones, vomer bone and 1 mandible, and these lacrimal bones. Is it clear? Now we'll be dealing with the skull joints. With the exception of the TMJ, that is temporomandibular joint, you can see जहाँ पे मैंडिबल इस स्कल के साथ आर्टिकुलेट करेगा, दैट इज़ नोन एज टेम्पोरोमैंडिबुलर जॉइंट. विद द एक्सेप्शन ऑफ दिस जॉइंट, rest all of the joints of the skull are immovable and are fibrous in type, and these are known as sutures, which you have already studied in the general anatomy, that the sutures are immovable joints and are of fibrous type. Then during the childhood, these sutures meet at a point. This is known as bregma. These are the sites of the fontanellus, which we'll discuss later. So these bones, they meet at each other. In the childhood, they are open. These certain regions, they are open. ठीक है? So since in childhood, this region, there is a gap in between the bones here, so the skull can easily open up. But in the adults, the bones are interlocked. You can see this is an adult skull. The bones are interlocked, and therefore these sutures, they cannot open up. ठीक है? In the old age, you can see here in this skull, these sutures, they are obliterated. They are gradually obliterated by the fusion of the adjoining bone. Can you see the suture here? No, but you can see it over here. It can be easily visible. So this is the skull of an old man. Since the sutures, they are obliterated gradually. The fusion generally begins on the inner surface of the skull. ठीक है? And between the ages of the 30 and the 40 years, and on the outer surface by 40 and the 50 years. So the anatomical position of the skull. For the anatomical position of the skull, you have to see 2 points. First of all, understand this is the orbit. You can see these two are the orbits. This is the superior margin of the orbit, and this is the inferior margin of the orbit. And one another point, you can see this opening. This is the external acoustic meatus. This is inferior margin of the orbit, and this is external acoustic meatus. So first line is that I am going to tell is the Reed's base line. It is a horizontal line that is obtained by joining the infraorbital margin. I have told you this is the orbit के नीचे वाला margin, this is the infraorbital margin. So Reed's baseline is obtained by joining the infraorbital margin with the center point of this external acoustic meatus. So this is Reed's baseline, like this. So this is a horizontal line, so it should be like this. It should be placed horizontally. So this is the anatomical position of the skull. First line I talked about is the Reed's baseline from the infraorbital margin to the center of the external acoustic meatus. The second line I am talking about is the Frankfurt's horizontal plane. That is just a slight difference from the infraorbital margin to the superior margin of the external acoustic meatus. Clear? ये जो दोनों lines हैं, horizontal lines है, it should not be like this. Skull should be placed like this. So this is the horizontal position of the skull, anatomical position of the skull. Is it clear? Two lines, Reed's line and Frankfurt's horizontal line. Now The whole skull can be studied from outside or externally in different views. Now you are viewing the skull from the above, that is superior view. ठीक है, you are viewing the skull from anterior, that is anterior view. From the sides, this is the lateral view, and from the backs, this is the posterior view. Another view that from the base of the skull, this is the inferior view. So व्यू के लिए एक वर्ड दिया गया जिसको बोला नॉर्मा. नॉर्मा, ठीक है. व्हेन यू आर व्यूइंग द स्कल फ्रॉम अबव, दैट इज सुपीरियर व्यू, दिस इज नोन एज नॉर्मा. दिस होल व्यू जो आपको ऊपर से दिख रहा है, दिस होल व्यू इज नोन एज नॉर्मा वर्टिकैलिस. क्लियर? नॉर्मा वर्टिकैलिस. व्हेन यू आर व्यूइंग द स्कल फ्रॉम एंटीरियर, आगे से जब आप देख रहे हैं आपको जो चीज़ नज़र आ रही है, दैट इज नॉर्मा फ्रंटालिस. नॉर्मा फ्रंटालिस. नाउ व्हेन यू आर सीइंग दिस स्कल फ्रॉम द लेटरल साइड, दिस इज नॉर्मा लेटरालिस. नॉर्मा लेटरालिस. व्हेन यू आर व्यूइंग दिस स्कल फ्रॉम बैक, पोस्टीरियर व्यू, तो नॉर्मा ऑक्सीपिटालिस. नॉर्मा ऑक्सीपिटालिस. एंड फ्रॉम यू आर व्यूइंग दिस स्कल फ्रॉम इंफीरियर, जो आपको नज़र आ रहा है, नॉर्मा बिजालिस. क्लियर? कितने नॉर्मास हुए? नॉर्मा वर्टिकैलिस, नॉर्मा लिटरालिस, नॉर्मा फ्रंटालिस, नॉर्मा ऑक्सीपिटालिस एंड नॉर्मा बिजालिस. क्लियर हो गया? नाउ द होल स्कल कैन बी स्टडीड फ्रॉम इनसाइड. After removing this calvaria, the upper part of the calvaria was the brain box. Removing the upper part of the calvaria is known as skull cap. So after removing the skull cap, we come across the cranial cavity. This cranial cavity is divided into fossas, that is anterior cranial fossa, middle cranial fossa, posterior cranial fossa. We will be dealing this in further classes. Also we will study the internal structure of this skull cap and the individual bones of the skull. ठीक है.